come prima, più di prima, t'amerò.
Hey guys, it's Bree. Welcome back to my channel. Joining me today is my fiance. He's behind the camera in this episode. Say hi. So today's going to be a different type of episode. I don't have any thrifted goods, but I do have some really yummy vegan goodies. Today we're going to make vegan contucci and vegan pesto pasta. We're going to learn how to make pasta from scratch. I picked this up when I was in Italy. We did an Airbnb experience with a 5-star vegan chef named Cinzia Re. She's so amazing. She was so nice and gracious and also just a gorgeous woman as well. What I love about her cooking is that she makes vegan, authentic Italian food, which is something that I just always admire. Me, myself, being Puerto Rican, I'm always trying to figure out how to make authentic Puerto Rican dishes vegan. Hopefully the dishes turn out well and she doesn't hate my substitutes, even though there's so many vegan substitutes. I've substituted the vegan substitutes with other vegan substituted items that might not be the same as, well, we'll just see. Hopefully it turns out well. Hopefully the video turns out well so I can send it to Cinzia and she can, I don't know, enjoy what we've created. So Cinzia was so gracious enough to send us the recipes. So we're gonna start off making the vegan contucci, and I'm gonna look at the recipe while also explaining, because I do have some substitutions because I couldn't find everything. The first thing that she says is soft whole wheat flour. Yes, we got that, check. Toasted almonds. I just toasted the almonds. It smells delicious in my studio apartment. Toasted pine nuts. She told me that toasted pine nuts would be hard to find, and honestly it was. The natural market has run out of toasted pine nuts, so instead I got pistachios, margarine, olive oil, cornstarch, whole sugar. I got organic cane sugar. I'm pretty sure that's what whole sugar means, so we're gonna go with that. Vanillin sachet. I don't know what that is. I think it might be like an Italian thing. I'm not sure. Baking powder. Well, guys, I messed up. I got I had baking soda instead of baking powder. So hopefully this turns out good. I'm not going to use the baking soda because I think it's for cleaning. Yeah. Soy milk. White wine. We're gonna mince the almonds and then we're going to put everything inside of a bowl and measure everything out. Now I'm going to add everything together. We started off with the soft wheat flour. So we're gonna mix all of that together, mixing, keep mixing, and we're now forming the contucci dough. Now in Italy, it's really normal for Italians to have pastries for breakfast, and contucci is another sweet treat, but it's not necessarily like a breakfast snack. It's more of an evening snack. From what Cinzia was saying, you would have contucci after dinner with your evening coffee. So we're gonna knead the dough. We're going to cut them in half and we're gonna make 2 small loaves for the contucci. So I'm not going to be very precise with the way I cut this in half, but here's 1 loaf, loaf number 1, and loaf number 2. We're going to make them into small little loaves, about 4 centimeters wide. So it's important to get this round shape, nice and circular, kind of like a crescent moon, and then we round the corner. And we're going to keep this in here for about 20 minutes, okay? And we'll open it at the 10-minute mark, put some more glaze in there, and put it back in. So let me set my timer. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. I'm so excited to eat this. Tomorrow for breakfast, I'm definitely going to have some contucci and a coffee. I know you're not really supposed to have contucci for breakfast, but I'm definitely going to. Cinzia told us that we should put these in a tin box, and you can save these for up to 2 months, but there's no way that's gonna happen. Sorry, we're definitely going to have this for about 2 days. I mean, it's quarantine. You need some snacks. I love how crunchy they are, and they turned out so well. Even though we didn't have baking powder, I'm so happy. They do have this pistachio taste, which I really like pistachios, so it does not bother me at all. So we're racing daylight. I decided to do this way too late, but we're gonna make the pesto and pasta tomorrow. So here's to day 2. Okay, now we're gonna make the pesto pasta. We're gonna start off by making the pasta itself. We're gonna make it from scratch. First thing you need is semolina flour, unbleached all-purpose flour, turmeric, salt, and of course water. You're going to need the water to add it to the dough, and then also, of course, we're boiling the pasta. So let's start out. Okay, now we're going to add our dough onto a working surface. So you're going to be kneading for about 8 to 10 minutes. I'm going to set a timer for 8 minutes. We're going to get a very good arm workout during this. Add more flour if your dough is too wet. Add more water if your dough is too dry. Next, you're going to cut this dough in 4 equal parts. So we're going to ball them up, place them to the side, and you can make a lot of noodles out of just one little ball. Lightly flour a working surface, and take one of my balls. And now we're going to flatten out this dough completely. It has to be so flat, almost like it's transparent, and that takes a while. So I'm going to use this roller, but if you have a pasta making machine, you can just slide it right through. You're also very lucky for having a pasta making machine. I wish I had one. But no, we're just going to go old school and roll it out with this. And when you're rolling, you want to make it look like it's a rectangle. So we're going for that rectangle shape, not the oval shape, because we're making long strands of the noodles. This didn't turn out to be a perfect rectangle. There was excess dough, and what I did was just cut it into this rectangle. And I didn't want to waste any dough, so I already started making my noodles. But let's see how transparent or how thin this actually turned out. And I feel like we could have even gone thinner. So I've sprinkled flour all over this dough, just, you know, a light sprinkle. I'm just going to spread it a bit, and then I'm going to start rolling my dough. Okay, last but not least, we'll make the pesto, and it's so easy to make pesto, or at least with Cinzia's recipe, it is. We need salt and pepper, olive oil, some toasted almonds, and toasted pine nuts, but again, I couldn't find pine nuts, so I have pistachios here. Hopefully, it's as much of a success as it was with the contucci. We have basil, and then we also have some minced garlic here. We're also supposed to use an ingredient called gondino. She said in substitute for this, we can use a nice vegan cheese. So I went and found this Ciao vegan cheese. It's garden herbs, which I feel like is going to be very nice inside of this pesto. So the first step is to boil our basil in salted water for about 20 seconds. This is just to preserve the green of the basil and make sure that it's nice and fresh for our pesto. After this, then we'll just join everything together inside of a blender, blend it up, and it'll be ready to serve.
Little bit of salt.
It smells so good.
Is that all of it? That's just one plate?
There's a lot more on the pan.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, thanks for watching my vegan contucci and pesto pasta making video. I hope you enjoyed it. I sure did. My studio apartment smells delicious. Like, even in the bathroom it smells like pesto, which is kind of weird, but you know what? That's city living. I hope you try these recipes at home, and I'll see you later. Arrivederci.
Buona sera, signorina, kiss me good night. Buona sera, signorina, kiss me good night.